Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an On the Fly review for you, and today I'm talking about Texas Chainsaw, released just earlier this week, I believe, exclusively on Netflix. This movie's Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the full title. This movie's directed by David Blue Garcia and stars Mark Burnham, Elsie Fisher, Sarah Yarkin, and Alice Cridge. This is, of course, the ninth Texas Chainsaw film. The original was 1974, directed by Tobe Hooper, starring Gunnar Hansen and Marilyn Burns, and it's my all-time favorite horror film. I've said many times before. I've done my top 5 horror movies, personal favorites. It was number 1. My top 5 '70s horror movies. It was number 1. And I did my a top 5 Chainsaw films, or top 5 Chainsaw sequels, because, come on, Chainsaw's the best one. As I've said before, even a joke I've used before, it's a series with, there's sequels, prequels, remakes, and reboots. There's movies with alternate titles and titles with alternate spelling. It is a batshit crazy franchise. There's really nothing quite like it. Now, I really enjoyed the last 2 ones. They're awful. I didn't mind the twist in the last Leatherface movie, the period one, the origin film. We didn't really need an origin, but it is a hell of a leap. But I think the kid who plays Leatherface made it work when it came time for him to wield the saw. You know what I mean? The one before that with Alexandra Daddario, I just thought that was just cheesy bliss, man. I love that stupid ass movie. That's next to the 2 Tobe Hooper films. It's easily my favorite in the series. Mainly because Daddario was really good in it. I liked the almost plantation house setting. Like the cheesy 3D. Oh man. If anything else, maybe it was one of those movies that was a big part of killing that fucking trend. Oh, wasn't that annoying? Anyhow, the whole setup with this one is it doesn't really ignore the layout of the last 2 movies, but it doesn't follow it either. Here we come into this one. Leatherface ain't been seen in a while, and he's kind of a local myth. And and these out of town college kids are having a party bus, I guess, through Texas, and they're going to be in this one little area, and the town knows they're coming and tells them to be careful and be respectful of people. But right away, they go harass this old lady because she got a Confederate flag out of her, flying outside her house, which is like an old orphanage that they thought they had evicted. I think it's like a renovation thing even. But anyhow, the point is, all these woke ass little shitheads are coming to Texas, and the second they get there, they're being disrespectful to people. The lady has a Confederate flag. It's Texas, y'all. You deal with it. But they terrorize her, they harass her, and the woman ends up having a stroke and dying. Well, it turns out this orphanage had one more boy upstairs. And he don't appreciate these Yankees either. No excuse if you're a Yankee. I mean, I know. Sorry, no. They mean no excuse. I meant no offense. But to be fair, there's no excuse for it either. I mean, hell, you were born there. It ain't your fault. Anyhow, and of course, then Leatherface goes on a killing spree. Of course, some of the kids are genuinely remorseful for what happened, realize they're responsible for the death of this woman. But all the other ones just want to party anyways, or you don't even know what's going on. A lot of them. And also Sally Hardesty is pulling a Loomis, lurking in the backgrounds, waiting to hear something in the police radio, so she tried to go chase down Leatherface. I'm pretty sure that's how Jeepers Creepers 2 ended. Ultimately, I'm gonna give this movie 3.5 stars because it's not good. It's super cheap and maybe the bloodiest in the franchise. But I thought it was a good time. I thought it was short. I thought it did a good job as far as just being a straightforward slasher. I mean, the original film, you gotta remember, it's not this great artistic piece of work either. It's a great horror movie, the best of all time. The just the shockingness, the irreverence of it, the meaningless of the actions, and just the whole fly on the wall nature of it. It's just true dive into madness. Uh, and keeps the film as realistic feeling as possible too. Um, but this movie was just a fun slasher. I like Mark Burnham's Leatherface. He was real big. I'm not sure I liked his mask so much, but hey, he's nowhere near the worst Leatherface, but he's not the best either. It had definitely a cheap feel to it because like the whole film like takes place on this one little strip, and it feels like they had to shoot this whole movie over like one weekend at Orlando, at Universal Orlando because because the fucker was closed anyway for COVID, so might as well get a movie shot real quick. Uh, yeah, I liked it. I liked it, but it's bad. Just remember, it's not a good movie, but it's a fun horror movie. You know what I mean? I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Jake Davis. I'll catch you on the fly.